Alright, welcome back to my channel. And I want to go through today and see if I can actually one-shot this Rancor Raid. And I know some of my team may be a little frustrated that I'm going to try to do this. I've been having really good success with Commander Luke. So today, I want to show you a little bit of what I might be able to do. So it might be a lot of repetitiveness, but it'd be really great to be able to go through and one-shot this. Really looking forward to seeing if I can actually do this. If not, I'm going to go as long as I can, see what goes through can happen. So, again, you can see some of my guild mates there. Obviously, some sack hair is definitely not the name I would choose. Proud Squirrel is actually a pretty cool guy, but tell you what, there's some definitely interesting name in here. One guy's name is Pop Tart too, which I really enjoy. Just kind of interesting and funny that we have some unique names. So let's get going with this. Again, I think what I'm going to go through to do and actually use Commander Luke team here. This is my low-end Rebels team. I want to see if I can go through and do this. And most of the time, I have a pretty decent chance. Can't say every single time I get this, but I'm going to try to do this. So let's see what happens here. So, alright. So, come on, Commander Luke. Let's go through and use that time here. I've really enjoyed using Commander Luke. I think, with the work and everything that was put into this, I really wanted to go through and see what I could do. And, going and have to get the Sith, and I really wanted to go a certain way. And, it really worked out. I've really enjoyed it. I think utilizing him in a way to do this is kind of fun. And so I see a lot of people don't really use them on a day-to-day basis, but I'm really glad that I did, and I'm going to continue to work hard on this and do everything I can. But we will see, of course. Of course, if I can't get this time shred on him, it might be pretty difficult. So here we go. Let's see if we can start this now. Now we got him down to 1. All right, there we go. I think the hard part is I'm finding actually I do better when it's just Luke. The rest of the team actually does kind of slow me down. I've seen some other individuals use other people that go through and get rid of the time. So we got a chance. We got a chance here. We'll see. I've had a lot of fun in the last few days again. It's been one of those things where I've worked really hard on getting some new shards. My Geonosians are really working out pretty well. I went through and finally did get the good old Geonosian Brute there. He's a beast, and for a while I wasn't sure about the drop rate on those. It was getting to the point, I know it's supposed to be 33%. I had probably about 4 or 5 days where I just didn't end up getting that much, so it really didn't make a lot of sense to me. But he's unlocked, and I love the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Always go through and you get a lot of ability points there towards the moves, and so I've got him up pretty good and modded him up even too. I usually steal a couple different people's ideas when it comes to how to mod them, and a friend of mine actually had it all as health, so I went through and did that. So I guess we'll see if that really helps. I went through and did all of health, and luckily enough I did have a good amount of those, a good amount with speed as well. He's gonna be pretty big protection. Looking at it already, looking at some of the other teams out there and seeing how they use them, he's usually about 25 to 20,000 or so. I think that's a pretty decent, strong character for sure. So what I'm hoping is that with mine and I start to work on it, I started going the hardcore towards Dooku and Ventress, trying to go through and get them to be able to unlock Padme, and I'm finding that I just don't think that's the way that I'm going to go. And I wish I could say that my Grievous is strong, but he really isn't. He's stuck at 5 stars, and I really haven't had the ability so far to get him any higher than what he is. So it's one of those things where hopefully I can just go through and chip away. And looking at it, there's a couple people in my guild that actually do already have her unlocked, and they use Geonosians, and so I know that was one thing that was going to be something important for me. It's been a little bit of work, and so like I said, with Brute being where he is, I think that's going to be helpful. But who knows. Well, so far it looks like we've done pretty well. This may be slow going. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the whole thing today, but I want to see how far I can go, and I guess we'll see here pretty soon. This is one of those ones where you just kind of, you know, you're not always sure if it's going to work. I actually like the Rancor portion of this a lot better. You know, I've gotten through, and I think the last 4 or 5 times I've gone through and actually had it to where I actually went through and had him leave and not continue on, because I feel guilty in a lot of ways. You know, the guild itself, like I said, I've been really focusing on trying to do everything I can for the guild, and again, I'm getting so frustrated on a day-to-day basis with some of these individuals. Again, there's some of these people named Sackhair, so I'm not sure why I'm getting surprised by any means that it's not going the way that I want to, but you know, we're not getting into the raids, and we're not taking the time to you know, join the, you know, the different guild events out there. And I really want to continue on with this because I'm an officer, and I want to make it stronger. And every day I'm looking at, you know, what can I do to make the team stronger, and I just don't see that happening with a lot of our people. And you know, it's, again, this is a game that has been out for a really long time. I think the people that we're seeing in this right now aren't gonna be your you know, your long-term individual. So I think in a lot of ways I gotta expect a lot that I'm getting. So, but right now we're actually gonna lose our tank raid today just because people are deciding not to do it, and that's always frustrating to me. I just don't, you know, for me, like this right here, even with a chime change, you know, right when 9 o'clock hit, I started. And maybe that's me being selfish too, because I don't have Han unlocked, and I really wanted to get him unlocked. But, you know, again, I can be a little bit selfish, and I feel a little bit different about it. So right now, I think this is going to be, what is it, 4 out of 5 times we've actually not completed the raid, even though I know that we could. You know, we have enough people out there, and there's enough strong enough people that we could actually go through and, you know, finish these raids. So I think that's a little bit frustrating. Had to go through and kick out 2 people that were over 3 million in galactic power just because they weren't playing. And again, I'm making videos about a game that has been out for a really long time, and most of the characters that have been playing for a long time are extremely higher characters than what I have. So this should not be surprising. So most of the people that are in my guild are lower end, anywhere from 100 to 200. You know, we do have some top tier people, and with those, you know, a lot of them already have the characters. You know, they have the General Kenobi already done. They have Han done. And so they're just trying to find a guild that's a little bit lower end and help them out. So, and I really like those people. I think one of them today said that, you know, he won't be able to do anything today just because, you know, he went and bought a Harley. I don't think that any other guilds probably out there are really going to have that issue, but I guess, you know, it's one of those things where I'm happy for them. I think anybody that, you know, gets to go out and buy a Harley is a great thing for them. I won't lie. This individual usually does between 14 and, you know, 15 million in good old power when it comes to the tank raids. So it would be nice to have this individual in there. But again, it's, you know, they're going to get a Harley. So what can you kind of say and do? So, so yeah, so far looking at it, it's slow going here, but I really do think that as a team dwindles down, I think I'm going to be able to go through and probably one-shot this. I don't think I'm going to do it in the time frame I'm looking for, but it's one of those things where it is what it is, and you know, I'm going to continue to enjoy this. I'm really looking forward to unlocking Chewbacca and then Han and getting them in there. You know, I don't really think that my Kenobi here currently is going to be one of my stronger characters. R2-D2, now that I have him Zeta'd, he's actually doing pretty well. But Leia's probably going to go, Luke is probably going to go, and, you know, looking at some of the other characters that I could get, you know, the General Leia, or, you know, the whatever the name of her is for the Hoth, you know, I think that if she's added in here, that might help out later on. But, you know, oh, wow, okay, we may not actually do this. So Luke needs to replenish here, and he has, of course, He has health down, so we gotta protect him here. This may not go as I want to. Come on, there we go. Alright. All we gotta do is make sure he doesn't get attacked. Come on, guys. We got one more turn. Do not let him attack. Okay, there she goes. And I still have... Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble. I don't think we're going to one-shot this. At least we got to the Rancor already, but I do not think Luke is going to survive this until the end. Now, it'd be nice if we can get them to kill, you know, Obi-Wan there first and get some protection. I think that'd be really helpful, but we will see. Come on, Rancor. We got this. Alright. Great. I'm not sure if this is going to work, because the only person he can attack is going to be Luke. Come on. Defense. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Okay. Come on. Do this, Rancor. You have to get Obi. Nope. It looks like I'm not going to get it. Well, it's one of those things where I was hoping, and again, I guess with the team itself, they're probably more happy that I'm not just going to one-shot this. I almost think in some ways, if I went through and only had Commander Luke in here, I'd have a better shot. You know, or I know if I went through and had my original team in the first part of it, going into this part, I can go all the way. Like I said, I can defeat him going through basically the whole thing. So I guess this chance not going to happen. Oh, there goes, you know, little Luke. All right, R2, come on, you got this. Let's burn him. Yeah, that's very helpful. So, and there we go. Well, it's one of those things where, again, I think a lot of the guild is going to be happy that I didn't do everything on this, you know. So, yeah, it is what it is. Well, real quick, I got a couple more minutes before I'm going to stop doing this right here. So, kind of show you where I'm at for my teams. Look at the Geonosians first. I think that we'll continue to get better with those. Poggle which is kind of nice, being him in the Galactic War, being able to get him a little bit higher. And then Sunfac and the Geonosian Soldier and the Spy so far, I've been able to get them throughout the different type of currencies. And so it'd be nice, and I know I should be going through and actually using the currencies towards maybe ship or towards something else, but I'm finding that if I face them, especially when it comes to arena, I have a really hard time with them. Even though I do have a higher power ranking, you know, I think this Brood is so good at getting these other individuals to like act out of turn, that it's made it to where it's really difficult to be able to go through and do anything for it. So as you can see, you know, we're getting there. This weekend was great. I think I was talking earlier about how this weekend, getting through, having both Saturday and Sunday, I love that, because every time I've ever done a Zeta, it's usually done on a set on Sunday, just because being able to go through and have that time. Other characters, you know, really working on, you know, Anakin, I'm almost up to being able to go through to get him to the next relic level. I've decided that I really want to be able to go through and get Shaak Ti, and I cannot beat that right now. And I'm working on his ship. Currently right now I have, looks like 38 out of 85. I think when I get him up to that next level, get him up to Relic 5, I might be able to go through and get him strong enough to be able to take on that Shaak Ti thing. But again, so currently right now, 3 characters that are going to be gear level 12 or higher. It is low, I know that, and I'm trying to space out more than I think I should. With spending so much time to go through and get R2 to where I needed to be, and then to get Commander Luke, I do think I kind of fell behind a little bit. So, well, great. Well, I was really hoping to be able to go through and show everybody today how this lowly $1.3 million, not dollar, of course, it'd be great if I had $1.3 million, but 1.3 million galactic power character could one-shot the Rancor Raid. Guess what? We failed. But it was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Gonna continue on. Hopefully I can continue to get the Commander Luke to do this. Hopefully we'll see if we can do this another time. Appreciate you guys. I'll have a great one. We'll see you.